Hi everyone, welcome back to another Watch on Wednesday. I'm MJ. It's another becoming video, and in this video I'm going to become The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Princess Zelda. Now I love the games and I couldn't resist after playing the game, so I felt like I had to take on the challenge and create the look for Zelda. Now this video is going to be a little bit different because there are so many little itty bitty details. I thought I'd go into a little bit more detail to tell you how I did what I got. I hope you enjoy this video and let's get on with it.
First off, on this little outfit analysis, we're going to start with the boots. Now for this I used brown materials to create a sort of boot cuff, and here are some of the details. A gold button and a little bit of elastic so that it fastens onto the boot, looking like this. We've also got a little silver triangle triforce stuck onto the boot when it's folded down, and this is the boot. For Zelda's belt, I've got a brown triangle of material that I have glued a pattern of postage twine onto it, and then for the hooks for the Sheikah slate, which should actually be on the opposite side, I've got wire with masking tape wrapped around it, and to fasten the belt I'm just using an elastic hook and buttons. For the undershirt I have attached a covered button to the collar of the top, and then for the detailing on the top all I've done is just make sort of puncture marks so it looks a little bit like it's there but it's not. For the overshirt I've actually cut a jumper into a crop jumper, adding 2 strips of ribbon at the bottom with a zigzag pattern. I've also added the Hylian Triforce. We've also got the elaborate pattern at the collar, followed by 2 strips that follow round to the back of the jumper. For the cuffs, they have also been hemmed with gold ribbon, and the inside is a little bit of red material too. For the gloves and cuffs, they were really simple. Taking the black leather gloves, I added these studs and painted nail varnish on top of them. For the cuffs, I used leftover blue material and lined them with gold ribbon. For the hair clips, I've used leftover bit from the jumper, added a little bit of wire onto the back to act as a hair clip, and that's almost it. The Sheikah slate is predominantly made up of an old yoga mat and then a series of different paints and that little bit of tubing from the musical instrument.
Hi everyone, big confession, I completely lost all of my first half of my recording for makeup, so we're going to kick it off with the Collection Primed and Ready Primer, rubbing that all over my face with a cheeky little pattern and blending in with my fingers, before using the Balance Me Tinted Wonder Eye Cream in a downwards triangle around my eye area. Next up, for concealer, we're using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and dabbing that when necessary and blending with my fingers. To replicate Zelda's perfect complexion, we're using the Body Shop Fresh Nude Foundation in Barley Vanilla and this Body Shop brush as well, blending that in all over my face. Next up, we're using the Body Shop Honey Bronze Bronzer, dabbing that on my face where necessary and blending in with my fingers lightly. For highlighter, it's the MUA Undress Your Skin highlighter, and I'm brushing that on lightly using a Spectrum brush, just mainly on my cheekbones. To lighten and straighten my eyebrows, I'm using the MUA Pro Brows Kit. Now, Zelda's brows are very much lighter than mine and slightly straighter and neater, so I had to do something about that. Next up, for eye primer, we're using the Revolution Focus and Fix eye primer, dabbing that onto my eyelid and blending in with my fingers. Now we can move on to the other footage, of which I'm using the Laura Mercier Amethyst eyeshadow, blending that in with a little makeup brush too. For eyeliner, I'm using the Ciate Fleece Flicks eyeliner, and for Zelda's look, you need to do a sort of double capped eye flick at the sides. On my lower lash line and in the corners of my eyes, I'm using the Maybelline Big Eyes liner, the white one, just to brighten and open out my eyes, before applying the Rimmel London Volume Colorist in Extreme Black on my eyelashes. And now we're ready to move on to the lips, of which I'm exfoliating using this MUA Vitamin E lip scrub. I'm lining my lips using the Lord & Berry lip liner in Silhouette, ready to apply the Clinique Nude Pop lipstick. I love this shade, it's amazing. And then adding a little bit of shine, I'm using this Max Factor lip gel. And that is the look.
So for the hair, I've got this lovely long blonde wig, of which once I managed to tuck all of my hair into the little netted bit at the top, which was very helpful until I realised what it was for, you're able to take 2 braids from the back of your head and take them over the top half towards the front of your head. Now I've got a little centre parting to help me put my braids in place, and then you're able to just use a hair clip to put them in place and take the other one over to the other side. Then you are ready to add your little hair clips, of which I needed a few more hair grips just to hold it into place. Admittedly, it does look a little bit skew whiffy later on, and that is pretty much it. But there is one more thing to do, and that is add my elf ears.
So there you have it, that's my Becoming Zelda video. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I have had so much fun putting it all together with the sewing and the creativeness and finding stuff on eBay that was just perfect. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I will see you next week for another Watch on Wednesday. If you have any suggestions for who you think I should dress up as next time, then let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what you're thinking of all of these individual little costumes I've done. Thanks for watching. Bye!